Well, it's hard to believe that we are just over a month away from NFL training camp beginning, and that means we're about ready for another Carolina Panthers football season. And who better to talk Panthers football than the Panthers' very own play-by-play voice, Mick Mixon. Thanks so much for joining us. Made it down 77 for a little quick trip to Columbia, huh?
No doubt. Appreciate seeing you. Tremendous amount of excitement, Derek, around Bank of America Stadium. I wish you could come, and I know you'll be there soon to watch us go through mini camp and some OTAs and also maxi camp, training camp when it starts. But I think really back before even Cam Newton's contract was extended, back even prior to the draft, some of the free agent signings and then leading up to the draft and then some of the draft picks, I think people feel like all over Panther Nation that the best is yet to be. This could be a very special year for the Carolina Panthers. How do you feel about it?
You know, it's going to be really interesting. You mentioned Cam. He gets the big payday. What is the next step this season for Cam Newton?
Absolute victory. If you were to ask him, Cam Newton is a fantastically intriguing guy. He believes that he doesn't want to win just a title. Naturally, he'd like to win one, Derek, but Cam Newton believes this is what he wants, and you can laugh at it if you want to. But inside that heart of Cameron Jarrell Newton is multiple championships. He wants to be that iconic sports figure that, much like Muhammad Ali, Jack, Arnie, Chrissy, Martina of my generation, maybe Tiger in your generation, where if you say just that first name, if you say Cam 30 years from now, every young kid, every adolescent, every adult will know exactly who you're talking about. That's what he aspires to.
First time in the NFC South that a team has won back-to-back division championships. I guess this is an obvious question, but what is the next step for the Panthers going into the 2015-2016 season?
Well, I think you made a good point when we were talking the other day about the division, and anything can happen. You know, NFL seasons are so combustible. They defy analysis. They're hard to predict because every team's got good players, and any team's just an injury or two away from going from first to last. But look around the division. I mean, Tampa Bay, a little unsettled with Jameis Winston at quarterback, famous Jameis. Atlanta's got a new coach, Dan Quinn, just over from Seattle. They're trying to rebuild some things and get some of that good Matt Ryan chemistry back. And then with the New Orleans Saints, you know, they've been to heck and back. They're trying to get better running the football and trying to get better defensively. So I think the Carolina Panthers, by any objective analysis, and I'm not claiming to be objective, I'm partially impartial, but I think the Carolina Panthers are going to be in that pole position this year for the NFC South.
You know, when you look at the season going into it, just a couple of months away from the regular season beginning, you start looking down the line at some teams that they're going to have to go up against. Got some tough matchups. You got Dallas on Thanksgiving Day, first time in franchise history that they'll be playing on Thanksgiving Day. Houston comes into town, obviously on the up and up, and then obviously that matchup with Seattle out west. That has been a team that has been a thorn in Ron Rivera's side since he's been there. Do you feel like this year, with the talent that seems to be being put in place to surround Cam Newton, some new offensive line additions, another huge target in Devin Funchess in the draft this year, is this the year that you think the Panthers could potentially break through and kind of make their stamp as a team to be reckoned with in the NFC?
Oh, I really think so. You mentioned Seattle. Gosh, I just have nightmares flashing back to daggum Russell Wilson, Rush chairman, valedictorian, class clown, everything all irritatingly balanced and well-rounded, great quarterback. So he's brought some nightmares to the Panthers. But I really do, and it's not just really what I think, but I'm trying to connect you and parrot what I've heard our general manager Dave Gettleman say, what I've heard our coach Ron Rivera say, what I've heard some of our players say during the team sessions we've had so far, and that is that they feel as though we're at the confluence of some rivers right now. Luke Kuechly at the height of his powers. Cam Newton's been re-signed. Thomas Davis continuing to do well. Offensive line has been remade. The draft pick, Devin Funchess, has come in and looked great so far. I mean, the Panthers were only a piece or two of the puzzle away the last 2 years, and we think we filled those.
Well, you know, I'm certainly knowing that the buzz and the excitement, it's slowly starting to generate, and we certainly can't wait for that ball to be kicked off come September, and certainly can't wait to hear you and the guys on the broadcast paint a picture for us. So, Mick, thanks again
thank
for
you,
joining
buddy.
us.
I appreciate that.
We'll hope to see you soon and love to hear your call looking forward to it this fall. That's Look at Sports. Stay with us. We're back after this.